delete that other one, Julie, or we'll do that post. Well, I've got to eat my sandwich anyway. Got a bounty in my pocket. Oh, scary helicopter. Helicopter. Don't think Klopp will be flying around in one of them, no. Oh, this is quite rare. Air Canada 777, man, in the old ident. Wow, look at that. That's a lovely old bird to see, isn't it? Big set of GE90s, General Electric power plants. It's a 200 as well, man. Crazy. Very interesting. Yes, very interesting. That on one of the news channels I read the other day about Boeing and their aging aircraft, apparently, and I think there's a bit of speculation in this in terms of, not across all variants of the 777, but apparently there's a new oh, look at this double shot. Look at that. Straight in with the arty farty. Yeah. Go on, boys. Yeah. Love that, man. Yeah. There's a new article coming out. I think it's in apparently in about 9 years they're going to be phasing out certain types of engines, a bit like they've done with their eco drive. But does that affect, I can understand it affecting older variants of engines, therefore older 777s, but the newer variant, the GE9X, is that I would imagine an engine that is capable of being used with sustainable aviation fuel, which, to be honest with you, I thought that most of them were anyway. It's almost like when they went from two-stroke. Way easy there, me old son, flipping. Oh, got a little bit of a crosswind there, which is quite interesting because there is absolutely no wind here. So that's wake turbulence. I think that was a wake turbulence manoeuvre. He's got hit by the wake. If you can imagine a boat leaving a wake behind it, these aircraft leave a big wake. Sometimes in the bigger jets it can be up to 7 miles behind it. So he's obviously hit that wake, and it's caused a little bit of arty farty shots all over the gaff, look. Yes. Oh, I thought you were going to say no. It's yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Happy with that, mate. Happy with that. Look at that, shuddering that empennage, man. The power of those engines. Oh, I don't think there's any. It's not like we don't know who they are. Well, I'm just saying they're legit, aren't they? So. Oh, mate, just sign it and go for it. Just sign it and go for it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Hey, look who's in town. Look who's in town. Old thingy-me-jig. What's the name of something? Festival of Creativity. Save it, Dad. Got to be honest with you, folks. Come on, Heathrow, man. I saw the other side of that jet, Concorde, the other day when I was taxiing out, and she's got all sorts of equipment and trucks and vehicles and steps and generators and tow trucks and all that kind of tugs and everything parked up round her. It's just a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. 'Tis a terrible thing. Sorted there. Yes, 'tis. British Airports authorities are, I believe, responsible for that. How about that? Hey? Now, we should see, and there they are right on cue, a couple of ops vehicles. Look how small the diesel cars are on the big runway. And they're Jeeps and all, they're not diddle cars, they're pretty flipping big. They're not like, you know, a couple of G Whizzes coming up the motor. A couple of G Whizzes doing 30 miles an hour. Anyway, whatever. Chris, if you're watching, Chris from Fract UK, sorry mate, I'm live. I'll just send him a quick message just to say. Okay. Hang on, it should be here according to that date. Oh. Oh. Flipping good job that we didn't go up there, isn't it? Hey? Yeah, they will. Right then, let's just quickly, sorry folks, stand by. Not supposed to be live yet. Oh, we are, sorry, 10 minutes past. Let's just get Chris up here. Okay. Yes. Okay, well now, relax, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's got involved in that whole BA touch and go, and just the most incredible. One thing I did want to make a point of is, if you watch the show, he brings it back in perfectly, absolutely no issues at all. But it did sound pretty dramatic, didn't it, from the fella who was on the aeroplane, and yours truly was on the radio for a little bit, just to sort of shout a bit of love for you guys, our channel, and also to give my view on it, which interestingly enough, and this is all speculation, of course, which it always is the whole business of was it pilot error? Well, it's a mix of two things, isn't it? I mean, literally, if you're caught by a gust of wind with a high-sided vehicle halfway across a bridge, bosh, you've got to counteract it, and it's how good you are, how skilled you are as a driver, and this driver certainly had the skills to get out of the situation. Some pilots mentioning about, and this is interesting because apparently when the Airbus was originally built both wheels for the speed brakes, which is what you'll see come up on the wing. You'll see these speed brakes that are flat on the wing, and then as soon as the wheels touch, there's an auto system that brings up the speed brakes. What is interesting is that back in the day, back in the war, not in the war, back then when Airbus originally flew, their system was both wheels touchdown auto speed brakes. Now, some years ago, I'm not sure exactly when, but now it's been changed so that if just one of the mains touches, then the speed brakes come up. But there you go. What's interesting about that video is that the speed brakes do not come up. Now, again, it's all speculation. It's down to the pilot. He may have a valid reason as to why they didn't deploy. But after all, it was even so, it was just dramatic and fantastic. And thank you to everybody. We've even had Grimsby News wanting to use this. Hey, Barbara, come and have a look at this lad here down in London trying to fly this aeroplane. Oh, look at that. Oh, got to tell Barbara about it. Hello to all our friends up there in Yorkshire. If it's not in Yorkshire, it's not bloody well worth flying, or something like that. I don't know, anyway. But yeah, just a crazy day yesterday. I've got to be honest with you, folks. We had enough to do anyway, but it took 4 hours to put that whole piece together when we got back from the show, and it's literally since the moment it went up, it's just gone crazy all over the bleeding place. Like as far down as Australia. Hello to everybody watching on Australia. I'm pretty sure that's Chris. We've had people from the US. Hello to everybody who sent us messages. There's far too many, millions of you, literally. Thank you so much. Appearing on BBC, ITV, Sky, front page of this, front page. Oh, it's been mental, absolutely mental. The only one thing that's come out of it, negative-wise, for a very small a group of people, we're talking about 10 or 20 here, are the haters, are the jealous people out there of what we've achieved, and also what the pilots did, and all that kind of stuff. You know, if you've got an opinion, make it valid. Don't just say this happened, that there. He deserves to be fired. It's like, you know, give us some volume to that quote, if you know what I mean. But you're never going to stop it, folks. You're never going to stop these keyboard warriors and these armchair pilots, and these basically the keyboard warriors are the main ones. They're out there, aren't they? And of course, a very good friend of ours gave them a bit of a boot up the backside, and they're going to get blocked off his page. We've already blocked it. Well, that's one thing that we have to do here, folks. We have to keep the riffraff out. We don't just. It's not you, before it comes to you. It's getting filtered. All these comments are being filtered, and it's a very hard thing to do, and a very time-consuming thing to do. Big shout out to Trish, by the way. Apparently, she had to turn her phone off because it was just going bing, 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 bing. Thank you, Trish, for everything you've done, looking after Facebook there as well, and of course to Jilly, who literally was like having to put fingers in a glass of water every 5 minutes at home. It just the most incredible job by her as well. And thank you to everybody, and thank you to all the pilots who've come on, the airlines. We had British Airways using it, with throwing it out across their internals, just to say thank you to all of their amazing pilots. And yeah, really, as you know, as a big Jet TV viewer, we've caught it more often. We had a second one on the day as well, which we should really show, because it shows how a lot more sort of like manageable it can be, if you know what I mean. This guy, just like the way that wing tipped, was just phenomenal. But anyway, it's all over now. It's done. Thank you, everybody, and on to the next. Hey, it's the posties. The postman. But yeah, absolutely fantastic, and big shout out to all those folks who've sort of like crept out of the woodwork as well, that I haven't spoken to for a long time. Hello to all of you guys. Scott Beaumont, amazing mountain biker, Scotty, and also lots and lots of other people. We're going to get 2 7 left arrivals here, folks. What you've just seen is the switchover. Every 3 o'clock every day here at London Heathrow. Only when they're on this direction they will switch runways. So arrivals will switch from the northern runway. You can hear them going out on the southern already, and that we're going to get the arrivals here. And here comes what looks like the first one approaching now. A lot of people will go on radar and have a look and see what this is. Have we got a heavy first in? Let me get my bearings. There it is. Looks like a Dreamliner, British Airways Dreamliner. He's about between 7 and 10 miles out, depending on where he's turning on from. Sort of head over Biggin Hill, that sort of. Yeah, it is Biggin Hill down that way, isn't it? It's the Biggin Hole there. Okay. So he's now contacted the air traffic control at London Heathrow. He's switched over to them, and he is contacting them and telling them he is fully established and on finals. You may see another aircraft pulling in behind that. Literally, just a queue of planes going to be coming up, folks. Hope you're doing well. Wednesday afternoon. We're going to run it through to dark, so we'll get some action tomorrow, folks. Work again, and then on Friday we're going to be at East Midlands. The 777 is actually there was an error on the error on the timing sheet. It's actually tonight at 3 a.m. or tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. it's coming in. So but we have been told about that how the operation will unfold when they land. They'll be towed to a remote stand, and then she's just going to sit. So I thought that we'd go up there Friday because they have some base training going on with pilots. So touch and goes, that kind of stuff. Hopefully quite a lot of action with that new DHL 777-200, which should be fun, folks. So that's Friday from around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Friday, yeah, not tomorrow, Friday. He's got the scratching pose going on, look. Oh, okay. Oh no, he's going back for it then. Is he going back for it? Yeah, he's going. Go on, have a sniff, mate. Yeah, hang fire on your orders, folks. We're working as quickly as we can on your merchandise orders. Please don't. Please try not to hassle us during a show. Email us shop at bigjet.tv. Yeah. Oh, hello. What's that coming in from the north? 777. So this has probably come from either over the top, down from the top, from the US, or it's come from east. Google it. Yeah, you know what? There's a flipping heck. I thought that was a Dreamliner. It's not a Dreamliner at all, is it? It's a little single seater. Blimey, all right. Did I miss one there? No, I didn't. Why did I call that as a Dreamliner all the way out there? Flipping heck. Come on, camera, son. He's warming up, doesn't he? Yeah, the bottom line is that we're not. Nobody should be affected by haters, because they're just jealous people, or people who are failures. That's the thing. They're the ones who need to seek help. One in particular, Clive Clark Watson, man. Wow, mate. Clive Clark Watson, man, really, man. You've got some, and Glenn Eldridge got some serious mental issues, man. I mean, I can understand you're not like yourself, but spending your life just trying it. I think, yeah, they've got no life. They have no life. You know, I mean, some people, you know, pretending to be like officials, and yet they drive buses, which is nothing wrong with being a bus driver, but at least, mate, be honest. You know, don't put a fake picture of you sitting in a cockpit with a pilot's uniform on. What's that all about? And the other geezer, flipping heck, what's he going to do next? Buy a flipping Dayglow hat and buy a cat and call it Chachi. It's like a bad rash, you know what I mean? You're just nasty people, which nobody wants to know. We don't want to know you, man. And we're not going to give you any airtime. It's just that all I would say is seek help, because you've obviously got some kind of mental issue that's affecting your lives, literally, you know, obsessed with it, you know. I mean, have you got it in a bottle, Big Jet TV in a bottle, and you just like spray it on every morning because you're worth it? Anyway, aeroplanes, folks. This is a no-hater zone. Here we go. First big one of the day, folks. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you're going to get a little bit of down vortex. There's the vortex. Oh, he's greased that one. There's the speed brakes coming up there, folks. That's what we talk about. And those big speed brakes obviously go towards slowing the aircraft down. I've always said put your hand out the window of a moving car at very low speed even. You don't have to do it when it's fast, and look after yourself and be careful when you do that, of course. But wow, look at this. It's like a bomber stream returning, isn't it? Oh, not when you got it, not if they come, son. Got to laugh at the horses, ain't you? Who's scratching his bum on that pose? Look. Oh, God. Yeah, we do ignore the haters, folks, and that's what you should do. Ignore them. Block them and move on. Enjoy your life. Jim Gemmel's another one, isn't he? He pops up on another particular channel, which I'm not going to give, you know, no. Look out for him and all, folks. They're all nasty people. They'd be lovely as pie when you meet them in the street. Oh, hello there, you know, bit like that bloke was to me, you know. Begging my forgiveness later, Burke. Hold on. Let me just put my thing on that and do that and do that and do that. Yeah, folks, we crazy. Oh, what was the one? A partridge something or other. Accidental partridge, folks. We got a. You know how much I love my Alan Partridge, and we got a share. Did he share it or he shared it? He's got like he follows one person, and he's got like how many followers? It's insane, man. Fair fire, the fair's on fire. I've got my foot stuck on a spike. Yeah. Yeah. Every community is toxic, man. You always have toxic people in the community because they're the ones who are generally failures. So it's all the little failures that jump into the little bag together, don't they? Here we go! This is juicy, man. This is Singapore Airlines. Not live tomorrow, folks. No, not live tomorrow. The sun goes down. I don't know. Speed brakes down. Next one in, folks. Here we go. Here we go. This is a great spot for windy conditions. And I have no doubt that at some point in the future we will have a windy day here at the paddock if all the stars align. All the way from Nairobi. Oh, that's smooth, man. Oh. Cargo jet, yeah. Oh, nice. 767. Get ready for the screamer, folks. Do I have enough time to make a quick... Oh! Hold on a minute. I'm on the wrong feed, aren't I? I'm on the old feed. Sorry about that. Robbie Wright. I was just wondering why someone was saying I've got time to make a quick sign in. There's only 10 people watching. There we go. Robbie Wright is a new member on Premium. Welcome, Robbie. Of course, we will. We're going to be live in Seattle, 9th and 10th, folks. Plan is Boeing Field on the 9th, Payne Field on the 10th. Of course, that's Everett, isn't it? Payne Field, and then Boeing Field. We're on the hunt for the 777X. What we will find is what we will find, folks. We are, because we're splitting it, because obviously if we're going into the hold on a minute. There we go. Yeah. floored it a little bit there just so he'd get past me in time. He had no idea, of course. How cool is that? Boeing 767. My nephew, who runs 26 Aviation, he's doing some great work at the moment. Lots of vaccine shipments, and just general cargo, great stuff, specialist stuff as well. Good on you, Sam, mate. Very impressed by your work ethic. Beautiful. Vicky Denning upgraded to super class. Vicky, thank you so much. Tika Baba 100. What engines does this have? Which one is that, Tika Baba? That might be the 767 they're talking about there. I think that might be a CF6 with a very long, with the typically long exhaust shroud on it. I think that might be a CF6. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that's a General Electric right there looking through that tree. Of course, the leaves will be back. The leaves will be back. We'll start coming. He's not mad. It's not a mad horse, folks. He's just having a scratch. they're that mad in this paddock. Looks like a 350 in behind this one. This is a little Neo. I say little, it's not that little. Hey. I don't suppose that 321's flying today, is it, Gillian? We're gonna get to look underneath its belly, see if it's got a big bit of masking tape on it or a plaster. See that phenomenon where the vortex gets mixed with the engine heat. It's an amazing thing to see. I'm gonna have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, man, because I'm getting pings coming up every 5 seconds. Say it back then. I did mention him, yeah. No, just said his name. Bosh! Oh, did he? Crazy. Folks, the slow-mo blah blah is on, so don't worry, it's just for non-members. For subscribers or for members, it's not on slow mode. So you're all good. Right turn, Clyde. Silly little people. Say something really nice, I can say it all, but hide behind my monitor and my keyboard. Sound like a really hard man, but I'm really a 12-year-old. Or oh really? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Dolby Atmos. Another one turning into the back of the stack. Oh, come on, man. They're all little ones. Come on! Big stuff, please. that was pretty cool. And matchstick cats and dogs. He painted kids in the other street doing his clogs. Lovely shot. Big bang on that triple set. So, Festival of Creativity back from maintenance at Cardiff, ladies and gents. Right, let's turn this flipping do not disturb thing on. Pull that down and do, what do I do? Where do I do it? What do I do? Put it on airplane mode or something? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, where's that then? Where's that on that pull down menu? Everyone's waiting for a big gust of wind, aren't they? Blow really hard! No such thing today, folks. That is a very calm wind straight down the middle. Shudder from those elevators, man. Let me just turn it off normally, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Scotty Beaumont, it is me, my friend, from Dirt Magazine days, back in the day. Scott Beaumont won everything. Didn't even bother waiting for the results. Yeah, he's won again. Right, okay. And many times on a dodgy bicycle as well. We're all turning up with all the gear and no idea, and he's on a rally flipping whatever. 6 gears on it, flat out. Got those got the gear changing thing with a little chain out the back. Didn't even, you know, with the gears in the hub of the wheel or whatever. Only joking, of course. He had the best gear. We can't give you merchandise info at the moment, folks. Just nice vortex, yeah. Interesting to see how quick the speed brakes deploy. See, that's a slow deployment, isn't it? It's quite slow deployment. So even on one wheel on my wagon, but I keep rolling along. Them Cherokees are after me. It's quite a slow deployment, isn't it? Some I don't know if there is a speed of deployment that you can select pre-landing, but some people, I remember that last night there was some fella on LinkedIn saying that it's the A320 is what it used to be when he used to fly them. It was the Airbus that wanted to be a 777. I don't know how many CEO 319 or 320 pilots can relate to that, but lots of hoots today. All them hooting and hollering. Have I won a sticker? It's not the coconut shy, you know. Yes, yeah. Oh, Harmick's back. He's a laugh and halfie, isn't he? Yeah, he's always a laugh, man. GN320neo. Look at those big engines. As the sun goes down, should be able to see through these things, man. See, that's where you get that that surge from left to right, where he steers it, tries to get it straight, because obviously when the aircraft touches down, it becomes a vehicle. It's no longer an aeroplane, is it? So he's not steering it like an airplane so far. It's the rudder that then becomes the steering, which is connected to the knee bone, and no, it's connected to the front undercarriage. So as he pushes his feet left or right, that's steering the aircraft by the rudder, and then below about 60 knots, that then cuts into the tiller, which is like a little steering mechanism inside the cockpit, which he uses. Some of them like to steer the aircraft on the field using their feet as well. What's that, GP? I was on the phone to Jeremy Vine. Cats, maybe cats operating in gangs. Didn't get the chance to actually ask him to say that. I would have done, I swear I would have done, but it was all very quick and, like, you know, say what you got to say and then do one. Madness. Absolute bleeding madness, I'm telling you. Still light at 5 now, isn't it? Very smooth. They're all giving it 10 out of 10 today, aren't they? Watch out. ATC's like, clear land, 27 left. Oh, by the way, you're live. Oh, look, Festival of Creativity is being pushed back. Maybe someone... that was being used very, very heavily for freight operations during the pandemic. Look at that A380 tail dwarfing that. I think 787, is it? Is it 787? Is it? Let's have a look at the cone. Yeah, there's the cone. That tail, man, it's nuts. Really see the workhorses, the ones that are faded in paint. Older aircraft. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna get that unless you T-cut it. There he goes. Look, there she goes off to. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Concorde. Right, what are you lot doing then? Got a new member. Super Bob, welcome to Premium. Super Bob, Rob Ashplant, Stuart Taylor, Chicky Armitage, welcome everybody. You'll notice comments coming through, folks. 737, nice. Comments coming through from members who will be giving me information on what's coming in. News information that we can talk about as well, and that story that actually contacted by Egypt, connected with an Egypt Air 737 pilot, NG pilot, yesterday, messaged him and said that we caught your 737 coming into Heathrow. Very hot, I've got to say. That was a very fast arrival during that windy show. So you can see all the what was I going to talk about then? What was I going to talk about then? Hold on a minute. Let me have a think about this. Darn it, I'm sure. E. Marcus Repole, Rhonda Jager, good afternoon to you. Keith Hutchinson, welcome back as a premium member, Keith. Melody, Mariana, Jamie Hortel Strike, plane due to depart on a return trip to Moscow tomorrow at 08:20. Return scheduled arrival 5:05. Right. Okay. Thank you very much indeed for that, Jamie. Registration, of course, is GNEOP. If anybody wants to follow it. Yeah, she. What was her movements yesterday? That would be quite interesting if you can tell me, folks, because I'd like to see whether or not she was maybe. Is she back in operation now, or Cats? Kevin Beasley, everyone has seen your windy clip. Reuters, The Guardian, you are a star. Well, you guys are the stars, folks. You are the ones that make it happen, folks, really, to be honest with you. So a big shout out to you guys for everything that you do in supporting the channel. And of course, Reuters, I don't know if you saw, but Reuters gave us a $200 a token for £200, sorry, token for sharing the footage with them, which we gave immediately to Pilots Together, a foundation. And it's interesting because the other day when I was at the Hilton, a gentleman came up and said hello to me, and he is a pilot who was helped by Pilots Together, and he's back in training. So the whole system has worked fantastically, and it's great and honourable to be able to give support to those guys. Gonna have to go and do a bit of cleaning up. Look at those scumbags who've thrown their stuff in here. Look, those scumbags. Absolute. Okay, 8:05 in the morning, isn't it? Yeah, 8:05. Yeah. So it hasn't flown since. See, that was the whole thing. A lot of people were saying, yeah, well, there can't have been anything wrong with it because of the fact that it flew that day. It continued on operations, but they weren't aware of it because we only put the footage out until about 6-7 o'clock at night, and then the aircraft came offline. So I'm imagining that British Airways just weren't aware of it. Maybe they I don't know if the pilots, obviously there's a pilot walk around, isn't there? There's an inspection. Maybe the tail strike was so fine that that it actually, you know, it was just literally a brush with the runway. But I'm definitely sure that we saw some contact there and a little puff of a wisp. Yeah, it's not a strike. I called it a tail drag and not a strike, really, to be honest with you. It wasn't even a bump though. It didn't bump down, did it? It didn't. No, it wasn't. It was a drag, wasn't it? He dragged it. Yeah. Ooh, I just felt that bounty bar in your pocket. What a great name. Oh, that's a shame though, isn't it? That's a shame. That's a shame, because that's quite funny. Yeah. Yeah, the training people at BA contacted me to use the footage for their internal for their internals. So you know, they appreciated it, and always going to get smart arse in you. There's another armchair pilot in it, you know, another armchair pilot got dressed as a pilot, or maybe even a pilot. Sometimes it's just unfortunate that I mean, there is even a great geezer that calls himself the grumpy pilot, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, there are some real grumpy people out there though. It's like, chill out, man, chill out, you know. I'm sure you'd have a different opinion if it was you that did it, you know what I mean? Just because it wasn't you doesn't mean that, you know, you have to be nasty about it. Boring get. Mike is a new premium member. What is your favorite color? Oh. Adam Robbins saying Egypt Air Cargo shipping a lot of Class 1 strawberries to the UK for Tesco and Sainsbury's. They're very nice. I prefer me raspberries, but Egypt Air Cargo. Isn't it funny? Do you remember, if you're old enough like me, you remember back in the day when you couldn't get strawberries in the winter? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Neop's been in the hangar for 2 days, folks. Big stuff, man. Need big stuff. Yeah, that's a very slow deployment on the Airbus. We'll have to check that out on other bigger jets, hopefully. Oh, how do I pronounce this? Ville Helenius is a new first class member. Welcome, Ville. Oh, Alex Borman, I've got to read that one out. 747 in 30 minutes, Korean cargo GP. And there we are, Mariana also confirming it. Jerry. There we go, Trev Lyon, Trevor Russell. Thea Love, good afternoon. Thea saying, gee, not Neop has been out of service. Oh, I lost it. Well, I'm sure she was saying has been out of service since yesterday or something like that, isn't it? Lots of people confirming that now. So it most definitely was. I'd imagine there's quite a lot of pressure that was exerted on that left-hand undercarriage as well. You know, you got to inspect the mountings, the casings themselves. You know, the hubs, the brakes. You know, all of that sort of stuff. When you're creating that amount of pressure down on one side, it's definitely going to put a lot of stresses on that part of the aeroplane, and therefore, you know, you do need to check it. Trevor Russell, good afternoon. He's got his 4th stripe today. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you for your continued support. And thank you to everybody who supports the channel, whether you're a 1-day-old member or a 6-year. Some people have been with us for 5-6 years, is it? Or at least from the beginning of time of Big Jet TV. August 2017 was when YouTube started. So literally membership started then. So yeah, thank you, folks. And of course, there's been a lot of people who've been with us since the slinging a phone against a fence days, isn't it? You know, all of you folks, thank you so much for all the support you give us. And of course, we will. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, about Seattle. Because we're obviously going to be doing a little walk around the museum there, we're going to put that out to the free viewers, okay? And I'm sure that our first class and super class members will be happy with this. And then when we do the plane spotting outside on the airfield, we'll go back to members only. But just because Boeing Museum is obviously going to give us an exclusive look around there, we will put that out to free view, and then we will go straight across to our members as soon as we go out on the field on the hunt for the 777. I think that is an Emirates 777 freighter. Oh, another thing. Terry Slater, Mr. Righty 71, good afternoon to you. Sharon Cookson, Sue Cruz, did I say it's Cookson? Sorry, my apologies. Mark Collier, there is a great viewing area for Airbus Finkenwerder. You could combine with Hamburg International. Ooh, interesting. Ian Morrison, good afternoon. Dick Dastardly. Don't these aircraft have skid plates in case of a tail strike? Good point, that. Good point, that. The back of the aircraft will be reinforced. See if we can get a shot of it. Fencer Spina. So that was a good question. Obviously, on some aircraft, on the very ultra modern aircraft, I think there is there's actually a raised section on the 350. I know that for sure because we all saw that, didn't we? Which is a skid sort of plate. Yes. I don't think it's titanium. I think around that particular part of the aircraft, it's going to be quite heavily reinforced, more so than other areas, because it is right around the bulkhead, which is obviously a very important part to protect. So you don't want that fracturing around about the skid plate point. Good afternoon, everybody. Bournemouth Plane Spotting is a new member. Welcome, Bournemouth Plane Spotting. Sharon, Melody R. Someone should adopt the Concorde. It looks lonely. Yes, Martin Smith. I know. Great shame, isn't it? Okay, folks, look at you, 4,200 people there now. That's 4,000 fingers, isn't it? 4,000 fingers at the ready. Hit that like button now, folks. I don't know where it is. Where is it on your phone? Is it on the left, on the right? Depends on your device. And I think apparently now you can also do it on the TV. But hit that like button, folks. Just show your appreciation for what we do. Standing out in all kinds of weathers. For you, and we love it. We can't get enough of it, to be honest with you, but it's always nice when we get a little bit of appreciation with that like button, and of course it just throws us out further into the ionosphere or whatever it might be. So thank you in advance for anybody who gives us a like. Tony Hodson is a new premium member. Welcome, Tony. I think it's aluminium titanium alloy material, Jerry. Captain Sky Marshal, yes. So a mix of aluminium and titanium. I think there's obviously titanium parts around there, maybe titanium fasteners, I'm not sure. But the skin itself, I think, even around that bulkhead area, around the skid point, is probably still alloy, I think. If it was titanium, then of course you'd have sparks coming off the bottom. It wouldn't, mind you, if you had titanium fasteners and it went down as far as that. I've seen some where I think that's 351 is actually it's a carbon skid plate. Where? What, inbound? Nice. Okay, now I think I'm right in saying this, folks, but I think you'll see the deployment of the speed brakes on this next Dreamliner that's coming in, which is also Eva Air's Dreamliner. Seen their 777 in here a lot recently. She'll probably go to a remote stand, I'd imagine, and then get thrown out either tomorrow morning or whenever it might be. She'll go and park sort of like over behind that shed over there on the remote stands. Interesting to see one of Virgin's jets sitting there on remote stand. It's a little bit odd. Normally they'd obviously be parked up around there. Maybe they just haven't got space down at the sheds. This is nice, folks. Uzbekistan was in yesterday as well, which was a bit of a shame. Never mind. Yeah. Can you post-it note and remind me right on the PTC GP at the end, yeah? Now watch for the speed brakes coming up on this one. All the lights ablaze. Watch the wings deflex as well as they lose lift. As soon as those wheels touch the ground. Oh, he's ballooning a little bit, isn't he? Watch the wings deflex. Bosh, wow, quick to come up. Very, very quick to come up. Literally, the sensor on the for the speed brakes must be very, very sensitive. Wow, lots of reverser. Home office in Mexico are watching. Must be a slow news day in Mexico then. Can't I just tell him now? Can't I just tell him now? Who is it? Scooby-Doo. Raggy! Zoinks! Yeah, we're not going to get a t-shirt to him in time, unfortunately. That's a great shame. Scooby-Doo, if you're watching right now, bring your son down on Friday, of course, down at EMA. What? Oh man, why did you? Okay. Sometime, do it. Some other time. Okay. Unfortunately, our orders, merchandise orders, are around about 30 days, folks. Always allow for the maximum 30 days from the date of your order, of course. You need to do that because it's, I mean, I know it's sort of like it's not in the small print even, is it? I think when you get the email confirming your order, you actually also, it says it quite clearly on the email, please allow 30 days for delivery of your order, maybe even longer if you're in the US and or anywhere else on the planet. Plane Spotter 05 is a 3-striper. Welcome Plane Spotter 05. And Steve Vigoro 2408 is a new member. Welcome, Steve. Sam Tweedale, Chicky Armitage, Musel, Mumsy, James. My comment. Stephen Knights, Robert Davies watching from the USA. Robert Davies, welcome to you. Laura Olivia, where exactly is the paddock? Is it between Myrtle and the BP? Indeed it is, Laura. You just answered it yourself. China triple in an hour, nice. Okay, but we've got that Korean 747, nice as well. Thank you, folks. Korean 747 just joining the ILS. Sandy Humby saying should see that now creeping up behind. Here it comes now. It's just literally, oh man, come on. Oh. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Let's get you. Let's get you. Come on. Come on. Ah, it's those bright lights, folks, that catch the camera out. There's nothing you can do about it. It's very bleeding annoying, I tell you. A lot of it is down to the time of day, and sometimes if you get in there quick. Sorry about that. Come on, son. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Nitty, go on. Stick on it. It's almost like it just fixes on that. No, it ain't going to happen, is it? Sorry about that. Done what? Okay. Anthony Allen, Emirates 380 due in 7 minutes. Oh! Yeah, got him. Oh, gonna get trucked. Come on, fam. Got a 380 coming in behind you and all. Oh no. Anyone tuning in right now, folks, we're at London Heathrow. Runway 27 left, that's the southern runway if you're looking on Google Earth. This is a freighter, Boeing 747, Queen of the Skies. Look at those big, beautiful engines, man. This is a Dash 8. The last 747 variant to be made by Boeing. And ain't she a beauty? 4 Dreamliner engines. Oh yeah. Here we go. My comment, what? Oh. Well, no one's trying to be smart, are they? You know. Put it this way: if anyone were like when the BBC phoned me today and they were like, "Oh, hello, is that Jerry? Yeah. This is the Jeremy Vine show. Blah 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 blah. Regarding your thing from blah blah blah, Jeremy's going to be talking about it, etc. etc. We wanted to talk to somebody about landing a plane." And I've immediately gone, whoa. I am no expert in. I'm not an expert in aviation. I'm not an expert. I don't know about how to fly a plane. I mean, you only got to ask me, audience. I'd be lucky if you get the undercarriage down. But yeah, by all means, you need to speak to a pilot. And luckily, she'd already figured that out. I think she just went into deeper into the conversation. Was like, well, we want to ask you about when you filmed it and how you felt about it. And of course, it's difficult to comment on, isn't it? Because there is a lot of it is speculation. But you know, only the pilot, like I put in my LinkedIn piece, only the pilot. Unless they interview him or her, one day we will never know. David Rowe, welcome to Big Jet TV, David. Kevin Sumner. David's a new member, by the way. No, it's not time for a new camera. That'll happen with a brand spanking new camera, folks, trust me. 17th Mustang. Who in tune? She did do a wheelie. There was a bit of a long flare, wasn't there? That's all very interesting when I've taxied out along that track there. Interesting to see the amount of, like, the depth of the cuts that they're putting in there. No. No. Oh my God. Oh, that's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. All of any income that comes from selling those, well, I say selling those because we've now handed stuff to an agency, folks, and any income that comes from them is going straight to charity, to Pilots Together, just for that video. So you know, bear that in mind. Also, we've already done it with Reuters giving us £200 as a gesture of goodwill yesterday, and we threw that straight across to the Pilots Together crew, who do a fantastic job. And like I say, I've actually seen evidence of that with a pilot who's gone from being affected and laid off and having very little income during the pandemic through to retraining with the help of Pilots Together. So it was an absolute honour to work with those guys and to continue working with them as well. Oh, shame it's not ITA's new livery, innit? Next in, folks. Next in, the big lad. The big lad. Look at the sun glinting off of her, man. Oh yeah, here we go, folks. Get sharing. Difficult to do on YouTube, but if you're on Facebook, hit that share button. Airbus A380. The biggest commercial passenger jet in the world, but disputed in some ways with the 747-8 as well, fully laden. The 747, I think, can carry almost as many passengers as the A380, but the A380 can obviously carry more in a pure one-seat configuration, single-seat configuration, rather than all the fancy stuff up front. But great to have them trumping it together. Still on the reversers, only just coming off now. Interesting that the folks at Airbus said no, you don't need we don't need any reversers on the engines, and the operators were like, no, I don't know about that. We'd rather if you did, if you don't mind. And then they compromised and put inboard reversers on the 380. And by the sounds of it, a lot of times these guys at Emirates give it full beans on the reversers, so it's a good job that they did fit reversers, because they would have had even more of a delay on the delivery of the A380. That's the big double-decker. Good afternoon. Oh, okay. So keep in Miami, and other messages coming through now that it's making the breakfast news in the US. What was it? CNBC, NBC, flipping whatever, blah blah blah. Insane, mate. Insane. Anyway, Gareth Sunset Shepherd, Heathrow sunset time 16:53, just shared to my page. Aircraft with sunsets, 88,000 followers. Thank you, Gareth. Aircraft with sunsets, yes. Wow. Sounds very interesting. I like me arty-farty stuff, as you know, so that sounds like a great page to go and visit. Aircraft with sunsets by Gareth Sunset Shepherd. Croatian. Now I know that's Croatian because the new Brussels Airlines livery is very similar to it. Instead of squares, they've used circles. Quite an interesting one now. I wonder why. It looks very good, to be honest with you, but does make you wonder why when they all sat round the board like, right, okay, we've got some new designs here. Yeah, right. Let's have a look at this one then. Okay, that looks just like Croatian. Yeah, I know, but it's circles, isn't it? Yeah, but it still looks like Croatian. Aren't people gonna? Yeah, but no, that's all right, isn't it? Anyways, are we all done? Everybody happy with that? Well, yeah, but hold on a minute. It looks a bit like Croatian. Yeah, we talked about that. Don't worry about it. We'll do it. It's like, oh, okay, then you're in some kind of a hurry then, sir. We're all done then. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Here's the big buffer boy, 777. Oh, this is the Turkish triple, is it? From where? It's not from Istanbul, is it? It's from... Is it from Dusseldorf? Oh, okay, so we got a little bit of a glitch on the readers. Set of undercarriage on him, look. Watch this come down, man. Oh, it looked like that sink rate was a little bit fast at first, but pulled it nicely. That's the skill. That's got to be the enjoyment of landing an aeroplane, in it. Just bringing it in nicely. Get those tippy toes at the back there, touching down, and then bosh, the rest of it all comes in. Mind you, taking off's got to be the best bit, man. Taking off's got to be the best bit, I would have thought. Just throttles through the gate. Sailor Mike, good afternoon. Helen Clapp. Gary Sibthorpe. Howard Scott, the reversals. Nice there. The reversers on an A380 weigh half a ton each. Wow. Love that, Howard. Absolutely love that. Half a ton each. So when you say the reversers on a 380, does that mean that, because that's each engine, so that's an additional 500 kilos. So 2 tons of extra weight on the A380 reversers, because they're cold stream type reversers. Look at the scale of that, man. Look at your digital 747, the big plane. Look at the size of it, man. Solaris, James Doink, Marcus Rebellet, Rob Ashplant, ADSB has it at 2,000 on approach, Russ CT, Kevin Carter. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. 4,600 people watching right now. Give us a like, folks. Go on, hit that button. Go on, son. Live at EMA on Friday, folks. Actually, you can put Sunset Arrivals, can't we, Julie? In the what room? The map room? Oh, in the bathroom. I was really nervous when I was going on the radio, man. I was really nervous. Really nervous. I'd been waiting for ages. The researcher was like, are you walking around? I'm like, well, I'm pacing a bit, yeah. Well, can you stop? You know, and also, can you take your Bluetooth off and just put your phone up and go, let's cleaning them. Having it cleaned. He's all like, oh, bit there, just a bit there. That's it, go on there. Yeah, that's nice, yeah. Up there, just up there. So I think they use the de-icing or the defrosting rigs to clean them. He's going under his belly, look, ooh, that's nice, yeah, keep doing it there. Mark Mika, big snowstorm in Midwest US right now. Might as well watch Big Jet TV, right? Yeah, you're right, Mark. Hope everything's well over there with everybody. Trevor Lyons, 747, Hersham John, Trevor Russell, Vicky Denning, Ian Morrison, Deep Bash Mode. Which radio program? Yeah, I was on BBC Radio 2 with the same one that old Ken Bruce is on. But it was actually the Jeremy Vine show. Cats operating in gangs, and you can tune into it, I think, on the iPlayer, maybe on the BBC iPlayer, something like that, and you can listen to old me. Alan Robbins, Ian Morrison, Daniel Skiathos, Daniel Pearson. I was on Radio 1 in 2002 on the Mark and Lard, very nervy while you wait for national radio. Yes, very nervy moments there. Sort of thinking about what you're going to say and not actually saying it. But I've got to be honest with you, you know, when you come away from something like that and you think, oh, I wish I'd have said that, or I wish I'd have said that. I think I more or less covered everything and was given a bit of a decent platform. Thank you, the BBC radio people. Les Donaldson. Yes, so BA do watch their planes. Mariana, Russ, CT, Cheryl Chapman. Captain Run, Ian in Aberdeen, Scotland. Hi Jerry, I'm living in Aberdeen. I fly to London Heathrow frequently, and all I can say is I'm glad I wasn't on the BA the other day. A pair of trousers would have been ruined. Yeah, we did hear reports of people having a bit of a hard time, to be honest with you, on the plane. Some of the sick bags may have been used. Alan Robbins. Ken Bruce is better, yes. Oh, hello there, Pop Master. Vicky Denning. It's like the horses in the scratching post. John Allen, 747. Heard of them? They played it. Who in Chew? Good afternoon to you. Big Jet shows quite a few Air India flights. One of your famous pilots retired a while ago, Jerry and Jilly. Devoted a show to her. He's replying to Bav Sheep. Yes, Bav Sheep. We did do we had a wonderful time airside with Air India and Captain Nivedita, and you can look back on our playlist and watch that show, which is airside with her. Turned out actually to be the very last flight. It wasn't planned to be her very last flight, but when she got back to India, the flight was cancelled for whatever reason that she was due to fly on, and then that was it. Never got another flight out of her, and that was so we actually caught Captain Nivedita's last ever flight that was from London Heathrow. TTNA on finals. Wesley Cooper, dibs on the old VX1 when you trade in for the 2022 model. I don't think there's going to be a 2022 model. I don't know. I mean, we've had this one. We've had this same model for the last 2 years, I think. James Doink, Phil March. South's nice. Any idea how long it takes to wash a plane that size? Well, a good couple of hours, wouldn't you say? I mean, I've, that's quite a lot of ground to cover when you're using literally a jet wash and a squeegee, the size of a squeegee. Really, it's not massive. The cleaning implement, is it? Same sort of thing, I'd imagine, that you'd use on a truck or something like that. High-sided vehicle. Uh-oh, truck. Mark Meeker, de-icing is ethylene glycol and warm water combinations. Yes, the newer de-icing trucks that they've got over airside. I saw one. They did an inspection on my Virgin jet before we flew out. It turned out that it was all water. It was all water. It's a shame because I would have got a great shot of them defrosting the wing, literally. But yeah, of course, costs a lot of money to do, but you can't skimp on safety, can you? If there's any ice on that leading edge or on the flight surfaces, then that's not a good thing. Oh, sorry about that. Quiet, actually.
Trevor Russell, interview was fine. Thank you, Trev Lyon. Sailor Mike, look at the size difference from the KLM and the Emirates. Yeah, that's an insane. Because I mean that is literally parked right next to him, isn't it? That KLM jet. I mean, it is. If that tail, the tip of that tail, actually reaches the upper, the top end of that fuselage, I'll be surprised. D. Johnson Lock, Ravage 747 Hersham. Stefan, Tony McCall, Russ CT, Stevie B. Good afternoon to you, everybody. Good evening, early evening. Of course, the USA is well awake now. Of course, 11:25 in the morning out in New York, and 8:25 in the morning in Los Angeles. So it's around about the time when people are. Well, the freeways will be chock-a-block in LA, that's for sure. But the breakfast news will still be on, so no doubt will be appearing on there on someone's TV set somewhere along the line. Yes, Sailor Mike. Indeed, every time we're at the paddock, it reminds him of Storm Kira. Crazy day. We are actually still due to put a little short burst of Storm Kira go-arounds together. Which will be coming to a channel near you soon. Mark Mika, if Alitalia is gone, Alitalia, the name Alitalia has gone, Mark. They got new. It's a bit like walking into a restaurant under new management. Literally, I think a lot of the top folks have gone out of the airline who were Alitalia, and they've completely restructured it. Called it ITA now as well, and. Painted, I think, a couple, maybe three of the new ITA jets. Bit of a shame they're only the CEOs, but hopefully we'll get to see one of them soon. That's no good, is it? Pug Life, good afternoon to you. Gold Dalek, little and larger. Yes, indeed, it is. Squirrel, what day was Jerry's interview? Today, Squirrel, it was today. On BBC Radio 2, the Jeremy Vine show, on around about 1:30 in the afternoon today. That's what you need to look up. Baby KLM, Stefan. Kalita Air 747, 30,000 feet near Southend, Stephen. Callahan saying not going to get that, unfortunately, Stephen. We've got broken cloud over the top. Might get it if it's sort of like to the west of me, but if it's to the north or the east, then we're not going to get it, unfortunately. Go get. A lot of commuter stuff coming back to London Heathrow. Oh, look, he's got a light that's been switched out. You can really see the difference between the old style light on the left hand side there and the newer one. When I say light, I'm talking about the bulb itself. Spoke too soon. Oh my goodness me, that's funny. We just had a message
to say that our video has been shown on the hour, every hour on NHKO, is it, in Tokyo? NHK World TV in Tokyo, on the hour, every hour so far. That's crazy, man. Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, that's nuts, mate. It just keeps happening. Black Blood, welcome. Black Blood to first class. Of course, Black Blood's going to joining me along with all the other first class and super class members out in Seattle on the 9th and 10th of this month. Next week. It's time next week, isn't it? Is it Wednesday today? Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Jeffrey Prime, Steve B. Hello to you, Black Blood. Matt Cat Lady. Yes, very much more LED based. High intensity lights, much like what you get on the runways now. What's that, GP? Oh, so this time next week I'll just about be going live, getting ready to go live, yeah. Wow, yeah, that's crazy, folks. Going to be in Seattle next week. And then we don't stop, literally, when I get back, we'll plan our next European gig as well, of course, for our premium members. And you can now join us overseas on our European trips, which is really wonderful. We're so glad that we've been able to sort of like offer that out for the same price as you had before, literally $199, which is the same as our old executive membership, but now we've changed it all up, switched it all up, and you guys really enjoying it as well. And that's only goes by how many views that we have, viewers, when we far more, like 2 or 3 times more than we have done on previous member-only shows. So it definitely goes to show that that whole move has definitely worked for the favour, for the good of those premium members, which is great. We just want to give a little bit more back, literally. Just want to give a little bit more back. You know, if you're going to charge for something, you've got to give something in return, and you've got to be committed to it and do what it says on the box, literally. So very happy to be able to have more people joining us overseas on our European trips, and of course a lot of people joining us also on our intercontinental trips, and can't wait to get out to Narita, man. That's one that we really want to do. Valerie, I will not be airside at EMA. I will not be airside. Timmy Toothpicks, Jeffrey Prime. I'll be honest with you, folks. When you're airside, you're kind of restricted to what you can do, okay? Because you kind of want to go over there and you're like, oh, I want to go and shoot that, I want to go and shoot that, and they're like, oh, well, you kind of have to stay with me because I'm escorting you. You can't go out of your little circle, which is understandable. You can't have someone running around an airfield. Like, if I could, I would, but you know, understandably, with security and all that kind of stuff, you can't have just some random bloke wandering around on the apron. So you have to stay within the confines of certain areas, and of course, if you have to work within the your escort's timings. So if he's going home at 5 o'clock, then you're done by 5. Literally, it's as simple as that. KLM 737 from Schiphol. See the vortex generators, little whiskers, just aft of the main tail plane, forward of the rudder itself. It's a bit of an hurry, isn't he? Where you going, mate? On white horses, fly away. He looks like he's quite angry, actually. I don't know if he's got a bit of a play thing going on or what, but anyway, no, that's the end of that. Right, okay, well, where are we at? Those are those orange, that orange structure that you see there, folks. That's an instrument landing system, the ILS, which is a guidance system, literally almost. It guides the aircraft's. It locks into the computer and guides the aircraft in. Of course, you still have to maintain the altitude and speed as well. That's something that the pilots do, or something that the pilots monitor, because obviously the auto pilot will still be in operation right up to sort of like maybe as little as 30 seconds before touchdown. I've been on an aircraft many times, and you can hear through the speaker system sometimes, or if you're far enough up front of the aircraft, you can hear the bloop 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 as the autopilot is disengaged and the pilot goes to manual control. Captain Sky Marshal Roger Slater. Sichuan 330F live on the ground at Brussels, taxiing for departure to London Heathrow. Don't think we're going to get it, Roger. I think we're going to miss that one, my friend. Yes, I did see that we were on the accidental. Lots of people mentioning about the accidental partridge page, which is quite funny. I'm very honoured to have been on that. Edward James. Sister lives in California. You are 8 hours behind in the UK. Edward James. Oh, he's in the UK. Mrs. H. Nathan Shaw. Bimman 787 on radar. Ben Brown. Martin Smith. Stephen Owens and Russ CT. Good afternoon, everybody. Linda, are the horses used for anything? Hello, what was that all about? Did that KLM just get pushed back and then go back in again? Oh no, it's another one going in there, sorry. Crazy, man, crazy. That's interesting. Where did it say that? This guy Rob saying, when I said went to hit the like button a few shows ago, I was told that Big Jet TV don't need, they prove themselves with their quality. Oh, that's probably me saying, look, we're not desperate for them, but it's always it's very much appreciated, and of course, Rob hit the like button anyway. Fair play, Rob. Thank you very much indeed. Kevin Beasley, 777 white body that says I'm a natural body waiting for my Lufthansa cargo makeup. 30,000 feet near Southend. Now that's a shame. We actually, where's that going to? Or is it going to Chicago? ORA. Where's ORA? ORA. We saw. Oh. ORA. ORA. Hello there. I was going to Argentina. Thank you very much indeed, ORA. Thank you. Richard reminds me of Eurovision, the Ted's Eurovision episode on Father Ted. My lovely horse. Brilliant. Val Moss, good afternoon to you. James Young, bit late afternoon, Devon. Winding back a bit, the tail strike Concorde has an additional wheel on the tail. Indeed, it was fitted with originally a wheel, the original Concorde, but that was then, I think, switched to a skid plate, or was it the other way around? It was very according to the flight crew and also maintenance crew on Concorde, that it was actually a bit of a pain in the neck, that wheel, that drop wheel assembly. But obviously, and also it would, I don't know whether it would deploy automatically with the landing gear or whether it was something that the crew selected it themselves. Should get a good one going up here. Where's he at? Come on, son. Yeah, but I've got clear skies. Going which way? Going which way? Heading south. Stand by. Right over the top, you say? It's right over the top, yeah? What, coming from my 2 o'clock? Dylan Lewis is a returning member and a first class returning member. Welcome, Dylan. Welcome back. Good to see you here. Thank you for your support and thank you to everybody for your amazing support, folks. Gotta say, you guys absolutely rule it. Still working on it, look. Good lad. Paul Skilling, Bimmon, 789, 16 minutes. Thank you. Petros. D-Bash, good afternoon to you. How long will you be streaming today? Finishing off at as the night comes in. D-Bash. 17th Mustangs 380 could almost park underneath. It's crazy, isn't it? Carlos Fuentespina. Yeah, I've got it. Who's that? I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you, if somebody said to me, go out and... I'm sure that if somebody said to us under supervision, would you like to go out and paint Concorde, I reckon it would be overwhelmed with people who would want to go out and clean her. I do know that they have apparently got volunteers that clean Concorde at least once a year, but to be honest with you, she's looking very, very dishevelled and unhappy at the moment, and it is a great shame. Andy Quitelia, sorry, I wonder how much efficiency increases after a good wash. Well, I'll be honest with you, not a great deal, although a massive build-up of that's why they have to remove ice, but like the build-up of grime, around the areas where there's potentially a lot of it's interesting because you don't think of a hydraulic leak, do you? If there was a hydraulic leak, then the pressure would drop, the systems on board would say, oh, we've got a pressure leak here. Most of that, I have to be honest with you, it's a bit like the equivalent of when you've got alloy wheels on your car or whatever it is, and how often you have to clean them. That's why I changed the alloys out on my van for steel wheels, because firstly they're black and therefore you don't have to worry about cleaning them all the time. But these aircraft that are obviously have got white on them, that grime, that grubbiness that you see there is mainly from, as you can appreciate, as the aircraft comes down from altitude, there's a lot of moisture on the aircraft. You know, it's coming down from minus 65 degrees. So obviously, as the aircraft descends, that goes into, it becomes moisture on the wings and on the fuselage, and then obviously as he's coming into land, that rush of air is pushing all that moisture back towards the back of the aircraft, and then all the brake dust that comes off the brakes when they land and brake, it will then get all stuck in the moisture, and that is why you see it kind of at the back of the aircraft more so than the front, because obviously that's the last place that the airflow is going over. So that's something that's obviously been around for many years, and I don't think it's really down to leakages, because you just wouldn't have a leak on a very sophisticated aeroplane like this, even if it isn't an old 777. But you can see, you can literally see where the moisture has run down the back of that aeroplane, and it's interesting. What's that? It's not. No, it's not. No. Yeah. So I think that's part of the reason why they are so grubby. And I'm smelling Dunlop right now, so it's taken that long for that last aircraft that touched down to for the wash of rubber smoke. Oh, look at that sunset. Let's just watch that sun go down. Yeah. The hotel is open. The Courtyard Marriott is open from February 1st. It's open now. But as I have said, folks, I wouldn't book there just yet, because the balcony restaurant doesn't open until March, and the other segment of balcony, which I filmed from, that is not open until around about June time, I'm hearing, folks. So just hang tight, and I'll let you know as soon. But obviously you can go and you can book a room there now if you want to. Oh, Linda, that would be... Is that V format there? Is that geese? Big old... No, they're just skulls, aren't they? In that V format. So you're telling me that if Jeremy Vine walked up to you in the street and he said, "Hello, mate, have you got the time there?" No. But you got a watch on. Not interested. Okay then. Bye then. Les Donaldson, the sun goes down. Black Blood, beautiful melody, beautiful sunset. Sky Chambers, Helen Clapper, Homie the Man, good afternoon to you. Yeah, put it this way, if British Airways was to contact me and say, listen, we will allow you to bring... The problem is health and safety in it. That's the problem with the whole Concorde cleaning thing, because it's not like we can all scramble all over it and do it. It would need
It would need to be done professionally. However, if we were to say, right, okay, well, we'll raise the money, how much will it cost to clean it? If they say a couple of grand, I'm sure we could raise the money, but only on the basis that we get to film it live and all you guys can get together and we can watch it together. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. Bobby McFerrin's daughter just liked it. That's insane. Don't worry, be happy. Whoa! It's a big old vortex generated cloud swirl, isn't it? That one there, look. Wow, look at that. That's wind created by the wind, though, isn't it? It must be. I mean, I have seen some beautiful examples. Well, we have here on the show, haven't we? Of vortex-generated cloud bursts. It's all the light coming from over there. Then look at that. Look at all that. Crazy. It's that joining the back of the stack. Where's he then? Ah. Oh. Oh. Come on. Oh, you. I wonder if it does make any. Let's just try it. Probably won't hold it. Oh, I don't know. Hang on a minute. It's a bit better, isn't it? Still, it's more responsive. Roosting birds! Nowhere near the planes, folks. Nowhere near the planes. Don't panic! They don't like it up, sir. Not a care, Wilson. They are literally more arty-farty stuff. Cause he painted matchstick men and matchstick cats and dogs. He waits outside them pearly gates. Flipping it. They aircraft in the holding pattern over there. I think it's Lambourne, yeah. They're doing the Lambourne walk. Oi!
look at that. Is that Air India's Dreamliner? No, that's the Hainan jet. Isn't that the special livery Asiana? Okay, it's Asiana. Right, and it's a 350, yeah? 350, yeah? Right. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Behind her, yeah? Behind her, are you sure? Oh look, it's the green bean. I found a spoon, sir. Yeah. Spoon salesman, eh? Overflies now, man. Got overflies now. Oh, he's only just activate his landing lights. What's happening? Right. What's that? Roving rather. Oh! They're big birds, man. They're big birds. They're geese. Actually, I don't know if they are. No, they're more gulls, aren't they? Gulls again. Easy, son. We're going to go straight across the flight path of an Airbus A, whatever it is. Wow. He might report back to ATC actually, birds on approach or something like that. No. Nice. There's something pulling outside. It's coming from a funny old angle, that one there, isn't he? I know he's that one behind him is vectoring for 27 left. Yeah! Beautiful! Right, 2 seconds. And now he's rushing away south.
Oh, come on now. Craig Hicks. Great to hear Jerry on Radio Tuesday. Stereo. Bit of a chase. Look at that shot. Wow. Wow. Gnarly visuals now, man. Look at these visuals. Look at it. Yeah, the old speed brakes do definitely ground spoilers, as they're commonly known from whence they are on the ground. Definitely do deploy quite slowly on the Airbus compared to the Dreamliner. Compared to the Boeing. Oh, Melanie Lester, this is the most relaxed I've felt in days. Phil March. You did so well not to swear. Well, to be honest with you, I will admit, I do like a curse every now and then. I do. You know, I don't mind it. And I've never really, I don't think, let loose on this show, and I never would do, obviously, because, like I said to Mr. Vine today, it's a family channel, isn't it? It's entertainment. And it's a family channel around the world. So therefore, I don't know. I never have to bite my lip, because I might be thinking it in my head, but really, to be honest with you, look at that picture right there, man. Wow, just look at that for a minute. Get it. Oh, Andy Quitelia, yes, I'm with you on that one, my friend. Memories of the Queen's building, and lots and lots of people who watch Big Jet TV have got amazing memories. Right, okay, this is an Airbus A350. This is the Asiana jet. Beautiful at this time of day. Sailor Mike. Jerry's got a mouth like a drunken. Well, I put a few drunken sailors to shame, I can tell you, because put it this way, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Gone through numerous amounts of shirts and green paint. Ant Hall, stunning clouds. Vicky Denning. Been waiting for this 777 next in all afternoon, Steve Littler saying. What's this then? Let me just have a look. Oh, I've got to put the thing back on, the font thing. Let's go straight back over here. Okay, so this next 777 in. Oh, Korean special livery in from Shanghai. Here we go, folks. Oh, I thought, sorry, it was blue, that was all. It's China Eastern special livery in from Shanghai then. Sorry, I just got a quick glimpse of it. Not Korean, China Eastern. Oh, there's that Panda livery on it, isn't it? Did try to get it, folks. Oh, we're going to miss the touchdown. Maybe. No, we're not. Well, downwash. Got a big downwash from her. Didn't she sound beautiful, man? Didn't she sound beautiful, ladies and gents? I knew he'd go left. I knew he'd go left. Come on, son. Left. Yeah, we've seen him all right. Great livery, man. Wow. Another one inbound. It's just, hopefully he'll turn on to us, that other one. Oh, look, 330. Now watch the, let's see the speed brake deployment on this one. Or speed off. What is this? Wow. Hanging those undercarriage down, man. Look at that. I think the speed brakes actually only deploy once the front cart comes down. Temperatures drop right down here at London Heathrow, folks. Hope you're having a what now? Oh, no. Virgin 330-200 aviation in 4K saying, going where from what? Do what, Julie? Oh, went into Heathrow. Oh, okay. So they're going back to the lease companies. So that those 330s may be coming back here for work, which is why possibly we had a Virgin jet parked up on remote over there a little while ago. He's gone now. But interesting. What's that, GP? What? Miss what? Yeah. Oh, we've got to try that Vodafone SIM next time, mate. Yeah, well, I can fire it up as soon as I get back to the office, actually, to be honest with you. It does go to show, folks, a perfect example of the other day when I got back from the show. Once we finished, we don't just stop. 4 hours that took us to put that whole thing together, and then literally the floodgates opened
within minutes. Insane, man. Absolutely insane. Oh, I've never known anything like it in my life. Oh, okay. I thought I was under the impression, and having read stuff, that those Virgin 33200s were actually going back later this year. Maybe they're going to operate them for the summer season, like Ben says there from Manchester. Ground's nice and dry here, so no issues with the truck getting stuck. Even with them big tyres on, doesn't make any difference because it's an automatic. So wow. I was flying back from Zurich the other night. We were literally chasing the sun over the horizon, and it's just an awesome thing to witness when you're on board an airplane, when you're watching the sun setting to your left or right. Okay, here we go. Sounds like a Dreamliner. It is a Dreamliner. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Got a message from Zane Dunning congratulating us. Got a message from quite a few pilots actually congratulating us on the distribution. Who's that? Oh dear, okay. That's all right. Yeah. Oh. What a great shot. Right, well, folks, just to remind you that we're going to be back we're going to be at East Midlands on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I think around about 1 p.m. is the time we're expected to go live, around about that time. So keep an eye out on your apps, and also on the for notifications on the YouTube community as well. Really important that you do that, because we don't want you to miss out on Friday. We should have a DHL 777-200. What's this coming out? Sounds like Pratt & Whitney's, or what's this? Is that a 767? It is a 767, it's the ABX. Yeah, I have, Julie, but only very marginal. Oh,
There he is, man, there he is. No, that's not an MD-11, is it? Oh, okay. Big blast of throttle to get over that runway. Now listen to them. Yeah. Sound like GEs. CF6 with the long extended exhaust shroud. Won't be able to see that in a couple of months. That'll be leaves. Leaves, I'm telling you, leaves! Right, well. Right. Sichuan 330. Okay, we'll grab that. Let's grab that. Yeah, yeah. The base training exercises with the 777, I believe, finish around about 7 p.m. at East Midlands, so we will go into the night and we'll probably see a few cargo jets that will be coming in and doing their stuff. Of course, as you know, a lot of these jets come in and wait for freight. They obviously offload a load of freight, which is mainly commerce. That the airfield is actually generally commerce that it deals with. Huge, great big Amazon facility being built. I don't know if it's open yet, but certainly not that far off being open, I wouldn't have thought, at East Midlands. Huge cargo hub. FedEx, brand new FedEx 777 going in there now, as well as this DHL 777-200 freighter. And of course the UPS 747, which we might hang around for, I don't know, we'll have to see. Another ITA jet. Got to call them ITA now. I don't like ITA. Itty. Big going out, wasn't it? Jeff in Mass. Where's cargo jet first delivered to Air France 1994. Cargo jet received in 2015. Sailor Mike. Oh, okay, so she was originally operating with Air France in 94. Wow, how about that? Just goes to show how strong and resilient these Boeings are, built tough, over-engineered. And like a lot of people say, if it ain't Boeing, I ain't going. Well, I'm afraid, sir,
you don't have a choice. You're on an Airbus A321's day. Well, I just want to let you know that I'm not really happy. Okie dokie then. Reception. Crucifixion. Yes, just up there first on the left. Thank you. Crucifixion. No. Oh. No, he's let me off, hasn't he? Oh, okay. Oh, well, just drop that there and then off you go then. Thank you.
Oman Air Dreamliner and Emirates 380, year of the 50th livery, both due in about an hour, Simon Hill saying. We're going to, once it's pitch, we're gone. Someone more that are from Sweden here, SW3 Hunter, Russie T, Melanie Lester, Sarah Deal. If I missed your comment today, folks, I do apologise. Obviously, we do have it running on slow-mo, but it has been, well, we haven't got the members chat running on slow-mo, which is why but even so, it just gets mixed up with everything else, and I do from time to time miss your comments. My apologies. Airboss, good afternoon to you. Great show, guys. See you all again soon. Be well. Thank you very much indeed. Mark Bell, thought I had heard that reverted back to the Alitalia brand. Don't think so, Mark. I think you'll find that ITA will, over time, go through a rebranding scheme, because obviously, you know, they've got a new brand, a new scheme to show the world, because it is literally a full change of management. I believe that almost the entire organisation was flipped over, and a whole new Italian flag carrier was created with ITA. TCC, good afternoon. Aviation in 4K. Dream 350, quick question. Does anyone know if the Southend Airport is open for passenger travel? Well, yes, good question that, actually. We did hear a little while ago that Southend was struggling, didn't we? ABX had it before cargo jet in 2013, Sailor Mike saying. Wow. Wow, that thing's done the rounds, isn't it? Mark Collier, photographer's golden hour. Amanda Brett, there was another near miss for Emirates. Aircraft started speeding down the runway when it hadn't been clear for takeoff. There was another aircraft crossing the runway at the same time. Wow, that's not good, is it? When was that? Amanda Brett, thank you for that information. Very interesting. Who in you? Gold Derlick, who? At least ITA is easy to spell. I always have problems trying to remember how to spell Alita. Oh, very funny. Sarah Deal. Jeff in Mass. Mariana Vidaru, E190, 30 minutes from Bergen. Stephen, 1986. Thank you very much indeed. Jeff in Mass also saying, FYI, interesting, ITA also has a new airline partner with Lufthansa, so that'll be a code share agreement. Southend still closed for passengers, apparently, folks. Got Valentino Rossi just turning up. James Milligan, Southend is still closed for passengers. Only plane that comes in at present is the Amazon freighter at 2 a.m. Wow. Kathy Parsons. Well, you know them. Bird is a word. But don't you know? Griffin. Bird is a word. Okay. I'll keep the eye on. Let's just have a look here. What we've got. Okay, is that three? Next in is, there we go, the Sichuan 330, and right behind that, a BA Dreamliner, and then we'll be on our merry way. Got to get out of the field as well. Yeah. Wow, look at that light phenomenon. It looks like a dashboard, doesn't it? Looks like a car dash. Ha! I like that. You like that? You like that? Good that, isn't it? Nice, I like that livery. I listen to the rumble of the vortex behind it. Might get that. That might sink to the ground here. Might get the. Did you hear that, folks? Can you hear that reverser going on? That's crazy, man. Sichuan. Was it Sichuan? Looks like down air, doesn't it? Didn't we see a 320 Neo at Toulouse with these guys? Just reminds you of down air, if you know what I'm talking about. Not up there, down air. Pitched up. We've seen enough globals to last a lifetime. No. Time departures, to be honest with you, out of 27 right. Yeah, man, yeah. Gotta do that, man. Gotta do that. And the noise will be very quiet here on the road anyway. Tow the van out. Got blinker out, he's got a dodgy blinker, look. Excuse me, sir. Can I see your MOT certificate, please, sir? I think they're following him. Maybe. I don't know if they're following him down the runway. Hold it right there, boy. Hold it right there. Right. Okay. It's the old Bill with a big. Okay, folks. That sounded a bit like the ghost train, didn't it? Hold tight, hold tight. Right, we're out of here, folks. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate your company, as always. We've done, if anyone's wondering, oh blimey, I haven't done very long. Well, we did Monday. We did. Was it Sunday or was it Saturday? I can't remember. We did. Yeah, done quite a lot. Yeah. Flipping heck, yeah, we've done quite a lot, but we are going to be back on Monday, folks. A completely bonus show for everybody, where let's hope that we're going to get, well, it is planned, base training for the 777 with DHL at EMA. We're going to be there to witness that, and anybody out there who's wanting to come and see me, please come and see me, and I'll bring stickers with me and all that kind of stuff. And really look forward to seeing you there, folks, as well. Make sure you tune in around about 1 o'clock on Friday. So if you're caught short and you've got nothing happening, sling us on the TV or do whatever you do. Hit that like button, folks, before you go, before you shut the door on your way out. Hit that like button. We really appreciate it. And thank you to London Heathrow once again, and everybody involved in London Heathrow, the thousands and thousands of people who work here. We cannot thank you enough. And thank you to my wonderful members, all of you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and of course to all of our new members as well. One thing I did want to say, folks, towards the end of this is I want to say how sad it is to hear that we've lost one of our members who was. I'm going to hold off just for a second and let this one go over. Nice clean Air Lingus A321 Neo there. Jet Ski Matty, folks, there's a lot of people on here who will remember Jet Ski Matty. We've lost him, folks, and just want to say a big shout out to all of his family and friends and anybody else who knows him. A great sad loss, and it is always a sad thing to see. So we're dedicating this show to Jet Ski Matty, to Matty. Bless him, God bless him. We don't know what his age was and all that. We just lost a valued member. So I want to say that we're dedicating it to him. So thank you very much indeed to everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on Friday. So look out for your notifications as well on your phone and devices, and your YouTube announcements, and the app. Make sure you get the app as well, and we'll see you in a little bit. Thanks, folks. Take care. See you later. Bye bye.